5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com. The Art Lewis Show is presented by Westside Decorating Center.
Indeed, we are presented by Westside Decorating Center at 5789 State Street in Saginaw. See their newly expanded showroom and pick up all of the products you need for home decorating at Westside Decorating Center. We'll have open phones later on this morning, and we'll also look at Rocket Grab Plus on Focus. But we're going to start out this morning talking about a show that has been here once, and it's coming again to the Court Theater. Has to do with some great period music, 50s to be exact, and it is a benefit for the Mustard Seed in Saginaw. We have a number of folks to talk to this morning. First of all, from the Mustard Seed, Amy Bartels-Rowe is with us. Amy, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
And also with us from the Danny Dog Productions, Rick Hertz. Rick, good morning to you.
Good morning, Art. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And from the Pure AM Gold Band, we say hello to Donnie Brown. Donnie?
Good morning, Art.
Well, let's start with a recap of the Pure AM Gold show that was done a while back at the Court Theater for the Mustard Seed. Tell us how that all came about, Rick.
Well, I had an idea to bring local music to a local venue. I dealt with Amy in the past with the Mustard Seed, and it's a great local charity where your dollar goes farther than a lot of charities in the area. So I reached out to a good high school friend of mine who I knew had a great band, and he developed this show called Pure AM Gold, and that's how it really got started and off the ground. And Donnie was the brainchild of Pure AM Gold and wrote it. So I had went out and seen it. It premiered in Zender's out in Frankenmuth, and that was the first time I got to see the show. Enjoyed it, and so I wanted to bring it to Saginaw and let.
And I was at that show and the one at the Court Theater for the benefit of the Mustard Seed, and the band. I have to tell you, Donnie, that band is impressive. Tell us about some of the members of the band and
well, gosh,
awards.
I mean, there's just too many. The band is an 8-piece band, so that everyone knows it's an 8-piece horn band, and we do music from the 60s and 70s, and it's called Pure AM Gold because of stations like WSGW, which I grew up listening to as a patrol boy. When my mother would be at school and go to our post at Weber School, my mother was listening to Fred Crowell and you on the radio, and listening to the songs that they played, whether it was ABBA or Tony Orlando and Dawn. And this was music that I grew up loving as a child. And there isn't any place really that anybody wants to sit at a bar and listen to that kind of music, but everyone loves it secretly. So it made a little sense to write this show. But when we got the band together, the band is Stone Street Revival, and then when I started writing this show, there are some very, very talented people in it, but they all have the same love for music that I'm speaking of. And so I'm lucky to have, the bass player is a member of the Michigan Country Music Hall of Fame, but he's been playing for years, and he was a Nashville session musician. Our keyboardist is won numerous awards, keyboard awards and things like that, and he's played all over the world, just about playing keyboards yeah, there's just, like I said, there's 8 of us, and so I could go and give you a list of accomplishments, but there's some very, very talented people in the group. That was long-winded. I apologize.
That's all right. No. I asked, aside from doing this kind of fundraising show, how often does the band play around?
Well, the band is very busy in the summer because we kind of, being an 8-piece band, we kind of do festivals, and we do outdoor city concerts and that kind of thing. So if you want to see where we're going to be, go to www.stonestreetrevival.com. See, there's a little link there that you can hit, and it's called gigs. And in the next week, I'm updating it. I've got everything kind of in a cache right now that I have to finish it and send it to the website. But we're playing all over, and we're playing this Sunday as Zenders at Snowfest as Zenders.
Oh, are you really?
From 1 to 5. Come on out and get some elephant ears, Art.
Actually,
some donuts and chicken.
Actually, I will be on the PA for the festival.
All right.
From 10 till about 2 or 3. So I'll be there. I'll be right where you are. So, Amy, let's talk a little bit about Mustard Seed, the recipient of funds from this concert coming up, which we will talk about, by the way. But tell us about Mustard Seed and what it does, in case anybody doesn't know.
Sure. I think that the awareness for Mustard Seed has grown tremendously over the years, but I certainly can give a recap. What we do is, simple, but really life-saving and life-changing work is done. We provide a home for women and women with children who are experiencing homelessness. If you haven't been to Mustard Seed, is a home. And so our women are able to come off the streets and breathe a sigh of relief and begin to unpack all of the issues that led to their homelessness. There is a lot of love. Mustard Seed is a very community based organization. We have a lot of volunteers. So we not only serve the people that are experiencing homelessness, but also so many retired people, young people come to volunteer. And so the whole community that Mustard Seed is really great for Saginaw. To this event, Pure AM Gold, as Rick said, keeping everything local music, local theater, local charity. It really gives even more people the opportunity to become educated, aware of the issue of homelessness in Saginaw. All of our shelters work together to really decrease the numbers of homeless, and there are a lot of great things happening right now in our community about that. Many of us working together to think of some new and innovative ways to serve those in need.
How many families at a time can you handle?
Yeah, so we serve, we have two sides to our shelter. It's really one building. On one side, we serve 12 single women. And then on our family side, we have 7 moms with kids. So that usually is about 15 or 16 kids at a time. So a total of about 35 to 40 individuals, at any given time.
I have to ask, Amy, how much of a demand for service is there?
It's big. Most of our shelters, are always full. City Rescue Mission, Mustard Seed, Interlink, under RCO. And so that's why I mentioned many of us are working together to really kind of figure out how we can serve. And there are a lot of things that we can do. When someone calls any of our shelters, we really work with them to figure out if the shelters are full, where they can go. And usually that is successful. In Saginaw, just the other day, we did what's called the point in time count, the pit count. And it's a group of volunteers comes together, and we walk around the city of Saginaw and beyond, trying to identify any street homeless individuals. And we did find some. Those of us who work in this business or in this service field, there are some people who choose on the streets, and so we do our best to get them things that they need. So the need is great, and so events like this are very important to help support the work that we do.
All right, hang on. We come back, we'll talk about this upcoming show with Amy, Rick, and Don, and we will do that after these notes. Let me start out by telling you about McDonald Ford in Freeland. You've heard me talk about them because For many, many years, we bought our vehicles from McDonald Ford, and I've known the McDonald family for decades. Literally, one of the first persons I ever met when I moved to Saginaw in 1974 was Tom McDonald Sr., now Tom McDonald Jr., and Tom McDonald III, father and son, run McDonald Ford on M47 in Freeland. But you know, they're more than a Ford dealer, because right now for them, I'm driving a Chevy Silverado. It's a Z71 Trail Boss model that came off of their pre-owned lot, because on that lot, you'll find Chevys and Cadillacs and Jeeps, Lincolns. The other day, there was even a Mercedes-Benz on the lot. So they're more than just a Ford dealer. And every vehicle in their pre-owned selection goes through an extensive 100-point inspection. So when you get the vehicle, you'll know it's in good shape. But if you have an issue, don't worry, because McDonald has an outstanding service department that's second to none in the area. And, you know, they also have a drive collision center and the quick lane center for your oil changes and routine maintenance. McDonald Ford has everything you need to keep your car on the road, and they have the cars to go with it, from new Fords to all of their pre-owned selection. And the McDonald staff treats you like family, because it's a family business, and they like to think of their customers as part of the family. McDonald Ford, 6790 Midland Road in Freeland, devoting to helping and serving you with your automotive needs, as they have done for me for many, many, many years. We will be back.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. .com. Babbel.com.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Inflation is still high, but there are more signs of it moderating. The PCE price index rose 0.1% last month, up 5% for the year ending in December. Core PCI, excluding food and energy, rose 4.4% for the year. People were making a little more. Incomes were up 0.2%, but personal consumption declined 0.2%, a sign Americans are pulling back their spending. Intel's recent It sees the trend continuing. Demand for chips slumped as fewer people needed to buy a personal computer for remote work. American Express reported a weaker quarter as it set aside money to cover losses if the economy weakens, but American Express is raising its dividend. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Kosova, invested in you.
Democrats predicted an end to high inflation, but nothing has changed. In fact, food and housing prices are still going higher. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to protect your savings from inflation by physical gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To see how it works, simply text the word shelter to 989898, and you'll get a free info kit on gold IRAs that will explain everything. Again, that's shelter to 989898. There's no obligation or purchase required.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits. Swift the Eras Tour, presented by Capital One. Oh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Your WSGW morning team.
The WSW online poll about fireworks in Michigan. There is a proposal in the Michigan Senate to allow communities to tighten fireworks laws. Independence Day fireworks, specifically, could be reduced from June 29th through July 4th to just July 3rd and 4th. There could be end times, reducing fireworks allowed until 11:45 to just 11 o'clock. And the proposal would double fines for violators.
We have neighbors that think that fireworks go all the way from Memorial Day through
Labor Day.
the week after Labor Day.
So the poll question we offer is to use this. Would you support allowing communities to reduce some of the current fireworks regulations? It's a yes. It's a no. It's an I'm not sure.
I think I know how Denise is going to vote on this one.
Especially with our neighbors. Oh my gosh.
Head online to WSW.com. You scroll down the homepage and find the online poll box and make your vote.
Charlie, Denise, and Pat, your morning team. 5:30 to 9 on WSGW.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robin show, I guess we'll try to make sense of it all. That is a very, very difficult job. We will have fun.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW.
And welcome back here on WSGW. We're talking to Amy Bartels-Rowe from the Mustard Seed. And we're talking to Rick and Donnie coming up a show fundraiser for Mustard Seed. So, Rick, let's talk about the nitty-gritty of the show. First of all, the where, whens, whys, hows, and all that good stuff.
Okay, Eric. Well, I got some really good news. The good news is we started selling in December, right before Christmas, and the evening show, for all intents and purposes, is sold out.
And what date are we talking about?
And this is for February 4th at 7 p.m. Doors will open at 6:30. So we've added a second show, which is a matinee on February 4th at 2 p.m. Doors will open at 1:30 in the afternoon. And so we've launched ticket sales for that about 2 weeks ago. We're getting some response. We had people with conflicts that like to go to the symphony, the hockey game, what have you. So this has been another way that we can get them out to see the show and help with the fundraiser. And I would like to tell you, too, the places you can get tickets. I've got a new outlet and a new sponsor, which is the Red Horse Bar on State Street in Saginaw.
Oh.
And the Scottish Inn on Gratiot in Harrison in Saginaw Old Town District. They're both ticket outlets, and you can just walk into the bar and ask the bartender for tickets. And also, Amy has tickets at the Mustard Seed. You can give her a call or stop by during business hours, and she'll be more than happy to get you tickets. So there's plenty of places. And I just want to say Saturday, the day of the show, all tickets will be at the Court Street box office from 11 a.m. till show times. So I will be there selling tickets. So if you can't make it out to one of these places beforehand, stop by and grab some tickets Saturday before the show.
And I'd suggest you get the tickets before that, just in case there are no tickets left on Saturday.
Correct. And that's been the thing I've been telling people. This is a great show. This is a not miss show, and it's only $20. And you can't get entertainment like this very often for $20.
I could tell you from the last performance, I was enthralled with it, and so was my late wife. I mean, we sat there and going, wow, I mean, this is a talented group of musicians. An outstanding sound. It really was good. And Donnie, let's talk a little more about the music you're playing because, 60s, 70s, that's a pretty big swing.
Well, one of the things about our band,
yeah.
Well, as I was saying, one of the things about our band, Stone Street Revival, is that I've been playing in bands for years and years and years and years, and you're going to go out and you're going to see a band play this song and that song and this song and this song, and you go to the next club, play the same songs because people love them and everything. But one of the things about Stone Street Revival is that because there's a horn section, you can do songs that that aren't on everybody's set list. And so that's, like I said, being able to play a Tony Orlando and Dawn song, being able to play some Burt Bacharach music. You've got a very talented band and a good band of musicians, and you're able to kind of go back to being in your car when your parents would take a late night drive, when you know, it's like, well, it's a beautiful night, let's go for a ride with the kids. So everybody would drive in, and you go drive out and put on the radio station, and these kind of songs would come on, and you'd be with your brothers and sisters. And that's my memory, and what I hearken back to when I'm trying to get this set list going, is just listening to WWSAM, WTAC out of Flint, CKLW out of Detroit, all of these big AM powerhouse radio stations that were just playing songs that you would not hear on regular radio, you know.
I just, you know, I'm looking at the Stone Street Revival site, and the one thing I remember about the group, not a bunch of youngsters fresh out of school here.
No, we're not.
Spring chickens in this group.
Thank you for that, Art.
Hey, listen, I am one. I can talk about it.
You are a pure ham gold.
Yeah. Listen, don't laugh. I got in the business in 1963, and I've been playing, you know, I was playing at the time music, and it was AM stations. And that's, I mean, that's how my career started, playing some of the very songs you're playing now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the wonderful thing about that, Art, is that it's, you are one of us, and the fact that music has molded your life
In many ways.
Yes. And that's kind of where this idea came from. It's like I said, sitting with my family in the car, going to get an ice cream cone at Mooney's or at Crave City Dairy on Court Street, and in those days back then in Saginaw, and or wherever it was or whenever it was, you know, driving out to Fashion Square Mall and listening to the radio station as, you know, we were going to go buy school clothes somewhere or something. All of these things just have a warm place in my heart, and music is the memory of it. And so that's kind of where this idea kind of germinated. And I think you and people generally can relate to that, can immediately feel at home with that. So.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and it's all recognizable music, every single bit of it.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. It really is. In a way, it's a throwback, but by the same token, the band is so good, it has a modern tone to it almost.
Well, just being able to see it live gives it that, you know. You've been listening to it on radio stations for years, and this song will come up and it'll make you feel good. It's like, oh, I haven't heard that in such a long time. And then you get you're going to hear them all together. And so we like to throw little surprises. You've seen the show, and I'd love for you to come and see it again, because you're going to hear some new songs, you know.
I might have to do that Sunday because I have a conflict that day. It's a family conflict. Some of you probably don't know. My wife passed away a couple of weeks ago, and the Saginaw Spirit are going to be honoring her and myself on the 4th. And
that's beautiful.
My sons are coming up, so I have, you know, I had originally planned on being at the matinee, but I don't think I'm going to make that one this year. I'm going to try, but I don't think I'm going to make it.
We fully support that, of course, Art, and on behalf of all three of us, our condolences. You certainly have been in my thoughts and prayers from the moment that I learned of Linda's death. And I really loved all of the reflections that were shared, you know, about Linda. I met Linda just a couple of times, but I think Charlie nailed her in his write-up.
It was, you know, it's a humbling experience. There were, I mean, just the sheer amount of hits on Facebook and my text and cards, and it's a humbling experience and fully appreciated. My
She was
family and I.
One of a kind.
Yeah. She was. And I'm finding that out now because I've got to figure out all that one of a kind did. I've become very good friends with the laundry and the vacuum and the dishwasher. I've become very good friends with those things.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to take a break, come back. We'll talk a little more. I want to talk to Rick about his production company too. All of that is ahead here on the Art Lewis Show.
Eat great. New and unique dining experience. Guests will be transported back to the opening of the gym of downtown Saginaw, the Temple Theater, at the region's premier winter dining event. Take in the grandeur of the Temple Theater while enjoying an 8-course paired dinner featuring food and drinks from local Great Lakes Bay region favorites. Gather your friends and come walk the red carpet at an experience you will not want to miss. Purchase your tickets today. Visit eatgreatfoodfestival.com for more details.
What's the most important part of a retirement plan?
Income is king because we all need income. And if you don't have an income plan, you don't have a retirement plan.
That's Kevin Ray, financial coach at Insight Folios. Every week about the importance of income planning, minimizing taxes, and strategies to lead a worry-free retirement. Learn all about that and get your own complimentary financial review by calling 888-885-PLAN. That's 888-885-7526.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver. Don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. All Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing. Did you know all skin and coat issues? And 70% of your pet's immune system is based in their gut? Dinovite nutritional supplement has key nutrients for your pet's digestive tract, skin and coat, and immune system for an all-around healthier pet. Get a free probiotics booster with your purchase of Dinovite for dogs by using code DOG at dinovite.com.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Hi, this is Mike Eber. Week on Outdoor Magazine. First, Bill Piles of Ohio. Then Larry Verbowski from Suspension Max. Plus Jason Garvin of the Michigan Wildlife Council. In hour number 2, it's Jake Romanak talking about wolf hunting in Ontario, then Nick Green of MUCC. And in our third hour, Lance Valentine of Teach and Fish It. Listen Saturday mornings at 6 and Sundays at 9 on WSGW.
The WSGW Broadcasting Studios are sponsored by the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Showroom and Design Center in Midland.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, February 4th, the date at the Court Theater. A couple of shows with the Stone Street Revival. It is Pure AM Gold for the benefit of Mustard Seed. And, we talk, guys, about the band, but talk is cheap. It's time to get a little sound, and I'm not sure how well this is going to work because I have this jury rigged through my system here at home. But here we go. Live in downtown Midland.
Yes.
Anyway, a little awesome. Just had to try it, see if I can find it. Do it.
How about that, huh?
This is modern technology.
Technology isn't it wonderful? Absolutely. Rick, tell us about your production company and how you came about
I'm a local guy, and I've always been into music. And in the '90s, I had the largest rock club north of Detroit. I managed here in Saginaw, called Stingrays. It was on Niagara.
Oh, I remember that name.
And so I've always been interested in music, and then I got carried away with my career, and I traveled for about 30 years on the road all over the United States. And I came back home, and I decided I wanted to do something, get back into music again. And I've always had a love for local musicians, and we are very blessed area, Tri-Cities area, with excellent musicians. I mean, you hear bar bands around here and then go like to, whatever town, Kansas City, Kansas, Florida, wherever, they don't even compare.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just, we're blessed with a lot of born musicians in this area that it's carried on for generations.
Some of them have gone on to great fame and fortune, to say the least.
That is correct, very much so. So, and it's something I can give back locally to the community. This is more of a hobby for me than it really is to say I'm making a big career out of production work, but it can be very exciting, and moments of sheer terror followed by
moments of joy.
Joy, exactly.
Yeah, I recognize that.
I did want to talk about, we had spoke earlier on the phone about, I would like to give your listeners, I want to give away next week 10 tickets to the matinee show for your listeners to be able to call in.
Well, I'd say, here's what we're going to do. When we're done here, is set it up with Charlie Root, and he can take care of that.
Okay, no problem.
That's the easy way.
He's waving at me right now, so.
Yeah, I figured he would be. I figured.
And then the other thing, local-wise, I wanted to touch on real quick is, it's local musicians, the local venue, Court Street Theater. I want to thank Stephanie and Tom Braley for hosting this.
They have done a phenomenal job with that.
In restoration, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the other cool thing locally is the sponsors. I've got 6 sponsors. I had one more step up. I said the Red Horse earlier, the Scottish Inn, Conley Security and Detective Agency, Heritage Accounting, and Morley, and Reamer Plumbing and Heating. These are all local businesses, locally owned, and that's awesome that they can step up, because there are so many charity events going on in the Tri-Cities, which is a good thing. But there's a lot of competition out here, and it's very tough to pick a weekend to do any kind of event because there's so many conflicts.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it tough. And so I really can't stress enough. I'd love to. We're going to have a pretty full house for the night show. I'd really like to pack the day show. And so it gives an opportunity for maybe those people that don't like driving at night, or, whatever reason, they can come out in the afternoon and catch the matinee. And it's you've seen it. It's great. The other thing, we're going to have a bar. We do beer and wine, and all the proceeds go to the mustard seed, all the profits of the bar. So we're going to have a bar going for both shows.
All right.
As well as the concession stands. You can get your popcorn, your pop, anything else you want. So come on out. It's going to be an awesome event.
Amy, what kind of impact does funding like this have on you?
Oh, it is necessary. Mustard Seed, we do things just a little bit differently. We are almost 100% privately funded through events like this. Individuals in our community, because it's important in the work that we do. It allows us to have our guests stay for as long as they need to, and not forever. The average length of stay for someone at Mustard Seed is about 3 to 6 months, but it really allows the time that we believe is needed to dig deep, to get connected with services in the community, to find employment, or somehow find sources of income for people, so that their time at Mustard Seed it really ends their experience with homelessness. And so events like this are crucial to the work that we do. So yeah, and the alignment, Saginaw is a great community. This event, as Rick said and spoke of, bringing local talent to a local venue for a local, and I already said that. Well, it also helps to raise awareness of the whole issue of homelessness. And so we're going to take some time during the show to do that and really talking about all of our shelters. So
excellent. Hang on, guys. I want to drag you out for one more segment here. I'll take a break and come back, talk more with our guests, and remind you again about the show and the ticket.
Cool in the Gang, March 18th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, party night.
Tickets start at $40 and are on sale now at the Soaring Eagle box office and etix.com. Bring in the party. Get down on Cool in the Gang, March 18th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Party hard, throw down harder. More at SoaringEagleCasino.com.
God, I'm so stressed. It's a brand new year and our business is busier than ever. Ooma. What is that? Meditation? I'm
phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you are 65 or older, you know this. Watching your hard-earned dollars fly out the window on healthcare costs is so frustrating. But here's some great news. If you missed the December 7th deadline for open enrollment, it's not too late. Here's something that can really help. It's MediShare 65 Plus. MediShare is a community of Christians who share each other's healthcare bills. People who encourage and pray for each other, too. MediShare 65 Plus is a low-cost option for those with Medicare Parts A and B, and it fills in the gaps where Medicare stops. It's a great way to fight inflation, too. You can lock in one low monthly price for up to 10 years. Plus, it's easy. You can use any Medicare 24/7 telehealth access from the comfort of your home. So worth looking into. MediShare 65 Plus is open for enrollment. And if you join right now, before January 31st, your second month will be free. So don't miss this chance. Call 844-SHARE-65. That's 844-SHARE-65. 844-SHARE-65.
Attention hunters, gun collectors, and firearm enthusiasts. The Bay City Gun and Knife Show will be held this Sunday, January 29th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the DoubleTree Hotel. Admission is just $6 for adults. Children 14 and under are free. Dealers and collectors from across Michigan will be on hand buying, selling, and trading firearms, knives, ammunition, military items, sports collectibles, and much more. Need cash? Bring in your old U.S., German, or Japanese military relics, as representatives from the Michigan Travel and Military Museum will be there paying top dollar for collectible firearms, swords, and daggers. Sunday at the DoubleTree will be your chance to pick up that special firearm, knife, or is wanted. What a great day to get out of the house following the recent winter weather and enjoy looking over all that'll be on display. It all happens this Sunday, January 29th at the Bay City Gun and Knife Show at the DoubleTree Hotel in Bay City. Hours are 9 to 3. For more information or directions, go to www.gunshowtrader.com. Don't miss it.
Let's face it, credit cards are pretty much a necessity.
New tires for the car? Here's my card.
I order takeout, here's my card. And most of us just accept the high interest rates credit cards charge as a necessary evil.
What are you going to do?
Get a low fixed rate credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream from $5,000 and pay off those credit card balances. Apply online and you could get your money as soon as the day you apply. The average credit card company charges over 19% APR. But with Lightstream, you can get a fixed rate as low as 7.99% APR with AutoPay and Exxon Credit.
Now I can pay off my high-interest credit cards and save money with a much lower rate.
Apply today at lightstream.com/radio and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/radio. Lightstream.com/radio.
Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 7.99% APR to 21.49% APR. Includes 0.5% auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply. Offers are subject to change without notice. Visit Lightstream. Information.
The WSGW Morning Team.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tom Hanks was a guest. The iconic actor, filmmaker, and much more, Tom Hanks. During part of the interview, it came out that Tom Hanks apparently is responsible for something that's trending in some ways of a drink that is given to Tom Hanks at Bunting. Says it happened over the holidays. Tom Hanks says, I'm not a big drinker, so I usually have a Diet Coke. He says, but I had an occasion, and there was champagne. And I said, well, give me a shot of that champagne for crying out loud. And Hanks took it and put that shot of champagne into his Diet Coke. Hanks says it was delicious, and he says, Diet Cocaine.
Oh my gosh.
So, champagne. Diet Cocaine.
I already know what my reaction would be.
And Tom Hanks would never lead us astray, right? He's one of our bosom buddies. No. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nicely played. 2/3 Diet Coke and 1 shot of champagne. And there you go.
Charlie, Denise, and Pat, the Morning Team. 5:30 to 9 on WSGW. The Saginaw Spirits play here.
Mangoni, now a long shot through traffic, deflected in, they score! Hunter Haight again! Saginaw ties the game at 3.
The Saginaw Spirit hit the ice for a Saturday night showdown against the Sarnia Sting. Coverage begins at 6:50 p.m. on 100.5 FM. For both the Shocks and Saves charity game, followed by the Spirit Sting Showdown, visit SaginawSpirit.com for information.
It's Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
All right, we're back with you on the Art Lewis Show with our guests in studio, Amy, Rick, and Donnie. So let's remind everybody again about the February 4th date, ticket information, and what's going to be happening at the Court Theater.
Okay. On February 4th, this will open at 11 a.m. and I'll be there selling tickets up until showtime. The early show is going to be at 2 p.m. Doors will open at 1:30. The evening show will be at 7 p.m. Doors will open at 6:30. So preferably you need to get out here and buy some tickets early because the night show is pretty much sold out. I think I might have 1 or 2 tickets left, but the matinee, we have quite a few tickets because we didn't launch it till the last 2 weeks. So we'd like to get some support out for the matinee show and to help the whole venue. And the band doesn't want to play to an empty theater either.
And beforehand, tickets are available at Mustard Seed, the Red Horse, and the Scottish Inn.
Yeah.
And $20, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. A show lasts how long?
The show is roughly a 2-hour show. The matinee is going to be a little earlier only because we have to build in some time to change the set and do a few other things, and mainly feed the band.
Yeah,
because the band's driving in from other places. You know, everybody's in other towns. So
the matinee will be about an hour and a half, done by 3:30.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the evening show a couple of hours.
Yeah, with an intermission.
Yeah, I was going to say
the evening show we have an intermission. Yeah.
Yeah, and just tons of songs that we all remember.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be an awesome night. I just can't stress enough about the last show, and you're on the fence about whether you're going to come out and see this. You really need to come out and see this because it's going to probably be the last time Pure Aim Gold's going to be here at the court for a while. Not going to say we're never going to bring it back, but Donnie's got some other projects in the works and we kind of like to do this like an annual thing for the Mustard Seed to keep awareness happening. And I've got a couple other projects I'm looking at. I don't know if you've ever heard the group 3 Men and a Tenor, but we're talking about
absolutely.
doing something with them, hopefully in the May area, and it would be like.
And these are all fundraising things that we're looking at. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I love about this is that Rick and I are friends from long ago, but Rick doesn't approach this from trying to turn a dollar. He's doing this to kind of give back to the community,
Good for the community. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And so it's like it's a great little thing that puts out back into Saginaw. So I'm happy to be involved.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're happy you're involved, and Rick, you've saddled up with some pretty good folks to do this with. Stone Street Revival's superb. 3 Men and a Tenor. They are funny and they are talented.
Right.
And of course, the mustard seed goes without saying.
Actually, from
Quality.
3 Minute and a Tenor is the DJ for the Purium Gold Show.
Yes, one of the guys from Purium, from 3 Minute and a Tenor is in Purium Gold.
That was the DJ last time, Art.
Yeah.
And now you know.
I thought I recognized it. At least it wasn't the little guy, So. All right, listen, guys and gals. Amy and Donnie and Rick, thanks for being with us today, and we'll send everybody.
We appreciate the time, Art.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye now. We'll be back to close out after these notes.
Engaged to be married? Planning the biggest day of your life? Join us February 12th from 1 to 3:30 p.m. at the Great Hall in Midland for the Bliss Bridal Wedding Expo and Fashion Show. One day only, be inspired and find everything for your wedding. Fabulous door prizes include a $500 cash prize and more. Tickets are only $5 at the door or online at blissmidland.com. See you February 12th at the bridal event of the season, the Bliss Bridal Wedding Expo and Fashion Show at the Great Hall in Midland.
Why do I like to work at Alpha Media Saginaw?
Endless opportunities.
Fun work environment. Flexible schedules. Alpha Media Saginaw is expanding their marketing department and looking for the right team player to continue to help local businesses grow through. We offer flexible schedules, full benefits, and paid holidays. If you have a passion for sales and love building relationships in the community, contact General Sales Manager Carrie Gustafson at 989-752-3456 or apply online at alphamediausa.com.
As an EEO employer, Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owe a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. And tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. TaxRelief.com.
Art Lewis here for WSGW, inviting you to Frontier, Alaska, from August 30th to September 10th, 2023. You'll fly from Detroit to Fairbanks for the start of a 12-day land and sea adventure. Ride the stern wheel of discovery as you learn about Alaska's diverse culture and rich history. Then it's on to Denali National Park for a tundra wilderness tour. From Denali, you'll ride a luxury dome rail car to Talkeetna and stay at the Talkeetna Alaskan Lodge. The next day finds you driving to Whittier to board Holland America's new air night cruise. You'll see Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay, plus stops in Skagway, Juneau, and Ketchikan before sailing the Inside Passage to your final destination of Vancouver, BC. Past experience tells us this will sell out fast. For a brochure, send your address to me and I will forward the brochure to you. Send to Art Lewis at WSG. At ARTLEWIS at WSGW.com. Alaska is calling.
All right, that does it for the first hour of the Art Lewis Show. On this Friday, we will have open phones the next hour, so stick around for that. First, we have the news from CBS, the local report with Michael Percha, and then we will be back with more on the Art Lewis Show. Stick around, the news is next.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
I'm Deborah. Memphis are bracing ahead of tonight's scheduled release of body cam video, allegedly driver after a traffic stop. Tyree Nichols died 3 days later. The ex-officers charged with second-degree murder. Reporter Chris Fox is in Memphis.
Memphis is a city on edge, sad, grieving, and angry. All of those emotions on display Thursday night at a candlelight vigil at the local skate park referred to as Tyree Nichols' happiest place.
Oh, Lord! Wow! Each and every time we...
Rovon Wells, Tyree's mother, made an appeal for people to non-violently protest.
I don't want us burning up our cities, tearing up the streets, because that's not what my son stood for.
Many here also questioning why release the video on a Friday after dark. CBS News, Memphis.
A January 6th rioter is scheduled for sentencing today in Washington. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
33-year-old Julian Cato pleaded guilty on Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick just hours before the officer died. Sicknick's family believes Cato is primarily responsible for his death and is urging the judge to give him a harsh sentence.
Holiday shopping be darned. The Commerce Department says consumer spending fell. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger. The most important aspect of this report is a measure of inflation. That is called the PCE index, and there has been some improvement. Year over year, prices rose by 5% last month. That's down from the 5.5% increase in November. Customers will have to beat it to the pharmacy on time because a couple of large chains are shortening their hours. The Wall Street Journal says CVS is cutting or shifting hours at about 2/3 of its locations in March. Walmart pharmacies will close at 7 p.m. instead of 9 to deal with pharmacist shortages. California farmers who've been battling from all the rain that devastated parts of the state this month. Donald Seymour is with Sonoma Water.
Sequential number of storms to really saturate the watershed and create just a huge amount of runoff into the two reservoirs, which are basically now both fully recovered.
A beloved college basketball broadcaster has died.
It's one and done, and North Carolina right now is facing that early in this ballgame.
Billy Packer worked 34 Final Fours for CBS and NBC. His family says he'd been hospitalized for 3 weeks for several issues and ultimately died of kidney failure. Billy Packer was 82. The Dow is up 66. This is CBS News.
This winter, there are now updated COVID-19 booster shots designed for recent. Learn more and schedule your updated booster at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
We're proud to make Pioneer Sugar for you and your family. Proud to be found in your kitchen, the heart of your home. And it doesn't really matter what you make with Pioneer Sugar, whether it's with our granulated white, light brown, or soft confectioners. It's the memories you make using it that will matter the most. Pioneer Sugar, pure and all natural. Made from sugar beets grown right here. What could be sweeter than that?
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergies and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, who wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. Complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office Ann Arbor. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Mostly cloudy skies and 17 degrees at 10:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Percha. A delivery driver with edible arrangements was uninjured after a company van was shot at on Monday. Police say the 31-year-old driver stopped at a party store at Janes Avenue and 6th Street around 1 p.m. when someone banged on the van window and told him to get out. But was followed by a silver car with tinted windows. Occupants of the vehicle opened fire on the van on I-675.
The driver was able to safely make it back to the company and reported the incident to police. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to call the Saginaw County Sheriff's Department. General Motors University, $100,000 to host an automotive camp for high school seniors. GM says its full tank automotive camp will help students explore careers throughout the automotive industry, including design, development, manufacturing, sales, marketing, service, and aftermarket. The camp will be held July 11th through the 18th in Midland at Northwood, which is nationally recognized in the automotive industry for both its undergraduate automotive studies and graduate-level automotive management programs. An exhibition at Marshall Frederick Sculpture Museum in February will feature the work of an artist known for his portrayals of the African American. Jacob Lawrence, the legend of John Brown. The exhibit includes educational programs and events and a free concert February 2nd in recognition of Black History Month. Lawrence created the legend of John Brown, his fifth series of history paintings in 1941, to tell the story of the white abolitionist. In an earlier interview, Lawrence said he wanted to tell the complete story of Brown's militant devotion to the abolition of slavery. For more information on the exhibit, visit the museum's website at marshallfredericks.org. WSGW News Time, 10:07.
Steve, what is that?
My new car.
It looks expensive.
Honey, that's why I'm taking it to Paintbull for rust proofing, graphene, paint film.
Paintbull? You'll find any reason to go to Paintbull.
Well, I want this car to last and to look good, so I look good driving it.
You mean so I look good driving it?
What?
Gotta go.
Looking great at Paintbull on Bay Road in Saginaw. We're more than a body shop. Visit paintballrepair.com.
Spirit Band, Saturday, January 28th is Shocks and Saves Night with your Saginaw Spirit as they take on the Sarnia Sting at the Dow Event Center. Puck dropping at 7:05. At 4 p.m., join us for the Shocks and Saves game with doctors, paramedics, and Red Wings alumni. Brought to you by CMU College of Medicine, all to help Pulse 3 put more life-saving AEDs in our community. Get tickets online at SaginawSpirit.com or go in person at the Saginaw Spirit office on State Street. Game on, Spirit fans.
WSGW News Time, 10:08. The weather forecast is coming up. The Van Gogh in America exhibit might be over, but the Detroit Institute of Arts gets to hold on to the high-profile painting. A federal appeals court ordered the DIA to keep the novel reader painting by Vincent van Gogh after a Brazilian collector claimed it was comes days after a Detroit federal judge dismissed the lawsuit filed by the collector's art brokerage company, which claims the collector bought the painting for over $3 million in 2017. He allegedly, third party took the art over. The painting was part of the Van Gogh in America exhibit, which ended on Sunday. Michigan lawmakers have taken the first step in approving Governor Whitmer's call to expand the state's earned income tax credit. The state Senate approved the bill by a vote of 27-11. The measure was sponsored by State Senator Kristen McDonald-Rivette of Bay City.
This puts money in the pockets of working families now when they need it the most. Decades, literally decades of research indicate that families mostly use the EITC to pay for necessities like repairing homes, maintaining vehicles, in some cases, obtaining additional education and training to boost their employability and earning power.
The Senate has also approved a proposal to eliminate the so-called retirement tax on retirees in Michigan, with 3 Republicans joining all Democrats, and they approved a measure to move Michigan's presidential primary to February, giving Michigan a much bigger role in the candidate selection process. Improvements are coming to dozens of state parks and campgrounds under funding from the American Rescue Plan. The Michigan DNR will use $250 million in a backlog of projects, including modernizing campgrounds and trails, repairing buildings, and reworking electrical systems. Officials say a majority of the projects begin this year. The funding is something of a windfall since the DNR $15 million a year. WSGW News Time 10:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW weatherology forecast. We'll see a few scattered snow showers possible late today, otherwise cloudy skies with a high in the mid-30s. Breezy southwest winds increase to around 15 to 25 miles. 35. Tonight, a chance for snow showers, cloudy skies, a low near 23. Saturday, a chance for snow late, cloudy high of 29 degrees. Then by Sunday, cloudy high of 28. Monday, cloudy, high around 22 degrees. Then by Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high of 18. Wednesday, cloudy skies, a high around 23. Then Thursday, cloudy, high of 19. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki with the WSGW Weatherology Forecast. Currently, it's 23.
Now, the only local radio talk show offering you the chance to ask your questions and express your opinions from around your block to around the world. The Art Lewis Show is on 100.5 and 790 WSGW and online, WSGW.com.
The Art Lewis Show is presented by Westside Decorating Center.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW for a Friday morning. We're going to do something a little bit different this morning. As you know, and many of you have expressed your condolences, and it's greatly appreciated. My wife passed away a week ago last Sunday, 15th of the month. And it has been a humbling experience, to say the least, of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of notes and calls and Facebooks and all of those things that I've gotten. I appreciate every single one of them. But, you know, out of every dark cloud, there is a silver lining. And I thought today we'd take a little time to talk about the good things in our lives. I'm going to tell you mine, and I'm going to ask you to call with your good things in your life. I want to know the things that make you happy and the things that are positive. No negatives. I don't want to hear anybody call up and give me negative political stuff and say that it's good. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about personal experiences. So here are the things right off the top to give you an idea what I'm talking about. First of all, you know, in the passing of my wife was not a good thing by any means. She was the love of my life for 56 years, but she didn't suffer. And that was good news. She did not suffer a minute. The other good news is I have 2 wonderful sons, Blair and Scott, and they have wonderful wives, Kim with Blair and Renee with Scott. And family is always, well, maybe I shouldn't say it that way, but for me, family is everything. And plenty of good news in that family, in the way these 2 young men have grown up and the way they've selected some wonderful women to be their wives. It warms my heart. And in some ways, you know, as I said, out of every dark cloud comes a silver lining. The passing of Linda brought all of us together even closer. Now we're talking about things that we never talked about before. For example, a guy's getaway, where my sons and I will go do something someplace together. I'm looking forward to it. The other good news is the amount of friends we have in our lives. There are friends, there are acquaintances, obviously, but the true friends are the ones you can call on in times of need. And we were blessed to have many of those really good friends. The other good news for me is what I do. Sitting here talking to you, for example, is good news for me every single day. It's why I still do it. People ask all the time, well, are you going to retire now? What are you going to do? Nope. This gives me purpose. I love it. I love talking to you. I love you talking back to me. Agree or disagree doesn't make a bit of difference. But you have no idea how satisfying this is as a career. It's absolutely phenomenal. I've been doing this a long, long time. Since 1963, I've been in radio. And I love it right now, today, as much as I did when I first got in it. It's been that good. It's been that good for me. So that's the kind of thing, what's good in your life? Tell me the good news. We get enough bad news day in, day out. We're inundated with it. Let's talk about some good things. And we got some folks waiting for us now. So let's talk to first Sean in Bay City. Sean, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Art. And first and foremost, condolences to you.
I appreciate it.
Talk to you in a little bit. But as far as good news and great news, I tell you what, we all need to stop and think about how great of lives that we have in this great, beautiful, awesome country that we have, and the freedoms.
Amen.
We have more than 99.9% of the people that's ever lived in the world. And I have a roof. I got a woman that loves me. I got food. Life is very good.
And I'll add something to that, Sean, because Sean and I have talked many times. But the other thing too is, even though we're not talking about it today, we live in a country where we can disagree, and that's good news in a way, because we're not restricted. We can talk about it. We can do all those things, and living in this great country is another great plus. So
absolutely, and one of the greatest things about it is we have you, Art.
Well,
and I enjoy listening to you. No, it is, and that's great news that we have a man like you that's around us been along so long and done all.
I appreciate
great news, and the people around us are great news too. And it's just, we have so many positives, and I'm glad that you chose to do this today, because we are all so dang lucky to even be here.
Well, you're right. We appreciate it. Sean, thanks for your call.
All right.
And look forward to chatting with you again. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Shine on, my brother.
All right. And let's talk to Russ in Bay City. Russ, good morning. Russ, are you there?
How are you doing this morning?
Good. Doing all right.
All right. Well, I'll start with a loss. 18 years ago, I lost my daughter.
Sorry to hear it.
It devastated me. It really did. But 5 years ago, God placed this little 3-year-old girl into my life who adopted me as her grandpa. And I mean, it was
changed
amazing.
You, didn't it?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. So anyway, I did okay with her. She loved just absolute joy and a blessing. So I figured God must have figured I was doing okay with that. He placed 2 more children in my life. When my son developed a relationship, I already had 2 children. I'm like, all right, I'm a grandpa 3 now.
Inherited.
It's building here. We're getting something going. And then the little girl that I first started with got a little brother. It's like, this is just great. I'm loving it, man. I got a reason to
professional
to
grandpa.
Christmas. I got, I'm having a blast. And I see it. God must have figured I was doing a pretty good job.
I think so.
Because I have my own biological grandchild due in August. And I mean, I've been blessed. I really have. And I am so thankful and grateful for it.
Well, that's good. Russ, I wish you well as grandpa.
Thank
you. Enjoy them. Don't blink. They grow up fast. I want to tell you.
Geez, believe me, I know that. Going to my son's graduation, going, what the hell happened?
There you go.
And already that was 12 years ago. So.
All right. Take care, my friend.
All right, you take care too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And let's talk to Lee in Saginaw before we take another break. Lee, good morning.
Hey.
Yep, go ahead.
Hear about your wife.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, calling to say that got 7 grandkids.
Oh.
They're all 3 years apart, and with 3 of my children and their spouses. And my wife has 6 horses, and we got 2 labs we got 2 labs and a basset hound that's
I love basset hounds.
The labs think he's a terrorist. His name is Gus.
Well, I have one of those in my house. It's not. He's a Shih Tzu, but his name is Marky, and I subtitle him the Tasmanian Devil.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. The little dogs. They kind of.
Well, you know, it's interesting.
Over.
We have our sons. They all have labs. Between the 2 couples, there's 3 black labs, and they're all up here at once at times. And the little one has no fear. They have fear of the little one.
Oh yes. Yep.
He runs the show.
Yep. But it's so much fun. So much because we have our own business, but the grandkids, the kids, the whole clan is just very tight, and we just we have a lot of love.
I'm happy for you. Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I feel I'm very blessed, and and you got 2 great sons and 2 great daughter-in-laws. So, yeah,
absolutely. All right.
Yep.
Lee, I appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good one, my friend.
Yep.
Thank you.
You too.
Yep. Bye-bye now. All right, that opens the lines for you. Good news. What's good in your life? That's what we're talking about today on the Art Lewis Show.
Hi, everyone. Eric Crane here with Crane's Aluminum Appliance Center, and I'm proud to announce that both of our locations are ready for the holidays. Whether it's kitchen or laundry, or any other need that you have, you'll find it here on Bay Road in Saginaw or 1556 West Carroll Road in Carroll. New, scratch and dent, and reconditioned appliances with name brands such as LG, Speed Queen, GE, and Frigidaire products. Don't forget, we stand behind everything we sell. Crane's Aluminum Appliance Center, locally owned and operated since 1956, is at 3260 Bay Road in Saginaw and 1556 West Carroll Road in Carroll, where we want to earn your business.
Did you know skin and coat issues? And 70% of your pet's immune system is based in their gut? Dinovite Nutritional Supplement has key nutrients for your pet's digestive tract, skin and coat, and immune system for an all-around healthier pet. Get a free probiotics booster with your purchase of Dinovite for dogs by using code DOG at dinovite.com.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
Democrats say that high inflation would go away after the Fed's rate hikes, but month after month, the numbers prove nothing has changed. In fact, food and housing prices are still going higher. Meanwhile, ways to print more dollars. Hi, this is Stephen K. Bannon, and I urge you to take action to protect your savings from inflation. How? By diversifying your current retirement funds into a physical gold IRA from Birch Gold Group. To see how it works, simply text the word hedge to 989898, and Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. This 20-page guide will answer all your questions about using gold in your retirement account. This is the best way to stop your purchasing power from being stolen by Democrats like Joe Biden. So text hedge to the number 989898 and 989898 to get your free info kit on gold obligation or purchase required.
I'm Neil Cavuto, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks opened lower, even though there's a sign inflation is cooling. The PCE price index rose 5% in December, moderating from a 7% high last summer. Chevron reported a record quarter, though Wall Street was anticipating even stronger numbers. The stock opened down 1%. American Express reported a weaker quarter because it set aside money to cover weakens. Amex is also raising its dividend, though, and it's 7%. Intel shares opened down 10%. Its business slumped at the end of last year. Toy maker Hasbro says its holiday season was disappointing. It's laying off about 15% of its global workforce, about 1,000 jobs, and the stock opened down 5%. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Big tech is a real danger. Now, Congressman Ken Buck's new book exposes their censorship. It's called Crushed: Big Tech's War on Free Speech. and Twitter suppress the truth about Hunter's laptop, COVID, Trump, and more. If you're tired of their liberal bias and how Google uses Gmail and YouTube TV to censor you, get Crushed, an Amazon bestseller. Find Ken Buck's Crushed at bookstores or see the free offer from Newsmax. Go to crush911.com. That's crush911.com.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
On the next Markley Van Camp and Robin show.
Sense of it all. That is a very, very difficult job. We will have fun.
Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Weekdays at noon on 100.5 and 790. News Radio WSGW.
All right, we're back with you here on the Art Lewis Show. On this Friday morning, good news only. What's good in your life? That's what we're talking about. And we're going to do that now with two of my late wife's favorite people. And we say good morning to Gene in Saginaw Township. Gene, good morning. Hello, Gene. Gene, where are you? Oh, I see why. Mary's in Freeland first. Okay, we'll get to Gene. Mary, good morning.
Good morning, Art. I wound up in the club just like you, the club that nobody wants to be in. And my spouse passed away very suddenly. It's almost 14 years ago. I was 55 at the time and totally devastated. But that, and I've always been a person of faith and went to church all the time. But when that happened to me, the things that you are seeing, how humbled you are, and how gracious people are, that rushed into my life. And I remember being at the wake service for my late husband, and I looked around, and the place was packed. Mm-hmm. And I said to my children, this was the worst day of my life and the best day of my life, because that experience and all of the outpouring of love and support, which continued. It wasn't just 1 or 2 days. It wasn't like a week after the funeral. And those things still continue in my life. And to me, that is the face of God. When people are kind and generous and loving and lift you up when you are down in your darkest time, and that to me is the face of God, and that's something that we need to perpetuate.
Yeah, and it does change you. It's a situational change. There's no doubt about it. I can feel it, and I know that my life is going to be different. But it's time to pull up my big boy boots and do the things I need to do. You know, it's a humbling experience, as I've said, but there is also, out of everything comes some good. So
yes, and that's so. And just one little more tidbit. God, it took me 5 years before I could even imagine even talking to another man, but God inspired my cousin to introduce me to one of her neighbors together, and we hit it off instantly, and we will be married 6 years in August.
Congratulations.
So, well, thank you. It's just been wonderful. I mean, of course, my first husband dying was not wonderful, but what I'm trying to say is the goodness that has come since then into my life that I never expected. Yeah. So, all right. Good luck to you, Art, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Take care.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
And now we'll talk to Gene in Saginaw Township, my good friend Gene. Hello there.
Morning, Art.
Good morning.
Good to talk. We had some good news, Yoko and I, just a week ago, And that is the birth of our first great-granddaughter.
Great. Notice the word great in there, folks.
Great-granddaughter, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Naomi Kathleen on the 17th of January, and we're just overjoyed by that. We haven't seen her yet, but we've seen a few pictures, and they're over in Chicago, of course. So we won't see them probably right away, but I'm sure, and we'll enjoy that experience.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
It's hard to know Art, but you know how we loved Linda, and
well, she loved you back. You and Yoko were special people in our lives, and you still are. You're still special in my life.
Oh yeah, we'll get together.
We will. Absolutely.
You take care. Yeah, love you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love to Yoko too. All right. Bye now. And let's see. Joe in Saginaw is next. Joe, good morning to you.
Good morning, Art. How are you?
We're doing well.
Condolences, and I have to tell you, the first 6 months are the toughest. And my advice to you is keep busy.
Yeah, well, oh boy, that's good news. That's good advice. I want to tell you, I found that out right away. But I have to tell you, Joe, A, you're absolutely right. But B, the other side of that is that's my nature anyway. I'm not one to just sit around.
I have to tell you, I had my wonderful wife for 52 years, and she, like your wife, passed away without them. That was a blessing in itself.
Yes.
And, you know, I have to tell you also, I have 9 children and 24 grandchildren and 6 great-grandchildren currently.
Oh, my goodness.
You know how those Irish Catholics are, they just go and produce. And I will try today not to say anything that you have to bleep out. I know the last time I talked to
yeah, this is a much more positive experience.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, I'm very fortunate. All my kids went to college. I was in the education business all my life. And, you know, in the education business, I worked for the city public schools for 40 years. And, but, you know, I had to teach out of Delta and out of Saginaw Valley and various places to supplement, you know, with a crew that size and so forth. But they're very successful, and the grandchildren are now graduating from college. And, you know, nowadays they're off all over the country.
Yep.
You know, we used to, when I was young, we went to work for an agency or a company, and we probably worked. And it's just not like that anymore.
Oh, well, we were loyal to the company, and the company was loyal to us. But those days are
That's
changed.
right.
So,
yeah, times change. So
they do indeed.
Anyhow, I thought I would mention the fact too. I was involved in Emmaus House, which is a local charity, and it's a very important one to work with. And also, one of the things that I got involved in was the senior choir out at Saginaw Valley.
Yes, I've heard about it.
Always sang in local.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it was called Holly's Follies, and we did a great many concerts at all kinds of old folks' homes and various places, and just had a great group. But then the pandemic came along, and so we kind of put out of business for audience.
Oh well.
But anyhow, our group still gets together.
Good.
Somewhat regularly. Just we call it just singing for pleasure.
I have I have a number of organizations that I'm involved in, and they keep me busy. So it's important to have that. All right, Joe, I got to take a break, but I appreciate the call.
All right.
Have a good one, my friend.
You too.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye now. Joe in Saginaw. Lines are open for you now. And remember, tell us your good news. What's good in your life? We'll be back.
Attention hunters, gun collectors, and firearm enthusiasts. The Bay City Gun and Knife Show will be held this Sunday, January 29th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the DoubleTree Hotel. Admission is just $6 for adults. Children 14 and under are free. Dealers and collectors from across Michigan will be on hand buying, selling, and trading firearms, knives, ammunition, military items, sports collectibles, and much more. Need cash? Bring in your old U.S., German, or Japanese. As representatives from the Michigan Traveling Military Museum will be there paying top dollar for collectible firearms, swords, and daggers. Sunday at the DoubleTree will be your chance to pick up that special firearm, knife, or similar item you've always wanted. What a great day to get out of the house following the recent winter weather and enjoy looking over all that'll be on display. It all happens this Sunday, January 29th at the Bay City Gun and Knife Show at the DoubleTree Hotel in Bay City. Hours are 9 to 3. For more information or directions, go to www.gunshowtrader.com. Don't miss it.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO. First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass the Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. And now save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen, only $19.99, plus special financing, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Your WSGW morning team.
The WSW online poll about fireworks in Michigan. There is a proposal in the Michigan Senate to allow communities to tighten fireworks laws. Independence Day fireworks, specifically, could be reduced from June 29th through July 4th to just July 3rd and 4th. And I'm times reducing fireworks allowed until 11:45 to just 11 o'clock. And the proposal would double fines for violators.
We have neighbors that think that fireworks go all the way from Memorial Day through
Labor Day.
the week after Labor Day.
So the poll question we offer is to use this. Would you support allowing communities to reduce some of the current fireworks regulations? It's a yes. It's a no. It's not, I'm not sure.
I think I know how Denise is going to vote on this one.
Especially with our neighbors. Oh my gosh.
You head online to WSW.com, you scroll down the homepage and find the online poll box and make your vote that way.
Charlie, Denise. Morning team, 5:30 to 9 on WSGW. Thank you for being with 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW in the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios.
All right, we're back with you on the Art Lewis Show here on WSGW. Things you are grateful for. What's good in your life? And we all have them. And let's find out from Joy what it is in her life. Joy, good morning up in Essexville. Joy, are you there?
I am. I'm here.
There you are.
There?
I'm here. Good morning.
One of the most fun things that we ever did was that crazy Art Lewis cruise. And we went to Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
And we got to see a lot of people there. We got to see Bobby Vinton. And we got to see Andy Williams. And then we got to stop in St. Louis, Missouri on the way back, which is where our daughter was living at the time.
Yeah. Yep.
And you and Linda are the best hosts.
Well, we had, it's interesting. We had the tour business for 14 years, and it was fun until the last year, and it wasn't fun anymore, and that's why we got out. It was just, we told ourselves we would do this as long as we enjoyed it, and once we stopped enjoying it, that was the end of it. There was no point anymore. But it was a good time. We met a lot of nice people, saw a lot of great places, and it was a great run. Actually, we enjoyed every minute of it.
Good.
And meeting nice people and having nice people to travel with. It's always fun.
And that crazy driver that was.
Gee, I don't know who that was.
I know who that was. The other neat things I remember well is the golf outings.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was back before all the quote-unquote pros started shaking over and getting in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a chance at all.
Neither would I have if it wasn't for the fact that I was putting it on.
Yeah.
That helped. All right.
Somebody's got a birthday coming pretty soon, too.
Yeah, somebody does. February 5th is my 80th.
Yeah, 80.
Just a number. Really. I tell people that. I've been that way all my life. Birthdays have meant very little to me in terms of, gee, let's celebrate. Because to me, I don't feel any different. Life goes on, and it's just a number. It's just, okay, how old are you? 80. Okay, fine, thanks. Now I realize, of course, that I'm not the same as I was when I was 30. I understand that, but it's just a number.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that was the same forever.
Well, my mind tells me that's true, but my body says not so fast. So.
Well, you'll be catching up to June, and you're almost a year ahead of me. So I just 79. So you got almost a year on me.
Well, okay, you'll never catch up.
Nope. Never.
I tell people, it's funny. I tell people I kid with some of my really good friends who are younger than I am, and I kid about the fact that I said, well, you may never catch up in years, but as a percentage, you are catching up.
Yep.
Well, anyway, Joy, good to hear from you.
Yeah, sometimes. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye-bye. Lines open, 989-752-6111, and let's go to Midland, and we'll talk to Cynthia this morning. Cynthia, good morning to you.
Hello, Art. Sending you good thoughts.
Thank you.
Due to the recent change in your life.
Thank you, dear.
Hey, I recently, I had the honor of attending a longtime neighbor's funeral wake service for someone who passed away, and it reminded me as I was talking to kids that I grew up with in the neighborhood in Bay City, how fortunate we were to have just such good neighbors and parents and grandparents as role models.
Yep.
And to be able to attend, that sort of a service for a neighborhood just really gave me that great honor. So, and I also wanted to mention my mother was a longtime listener of your Listen to the Missus, and she's also a loyal listener. But it just reminded me that, a couple times a year, I would take an opportunity to write my parents a thank you letter and to just say thank you for being great, leaders, mentors, parents in my life. And they were not always, kind as far as they kept us on the straight and narrow, taught us those good values. But it was a wonderful thing that I did, and I challenge other baby boomers, to consider writing your parents a thank you if they're still a lot. It's very sincere.
It's interesting you say that, because as you were saying that, I was thinking of my late mother and father, and you sometimes don't appreciate people until they're gone. Now, I appreciated my mother and father. They brought me up the right way, and we had a wonderful life. But I can't think of the times when I said thank you enough. You're absolutely right.
Well, and my father, what I found interesting after I had sent my parents a couple letters, my father said, I appreciate you saying thank you, but you need to remember your mother and I, parents and grandparents.
Yeah.
So that's nice, to hear that, right? That, we were very fortunate to be brought up properly. And I don't underestimate that anymore with everything going on in the world. I'm very grateful.
Good news. All right.
Absolutely. All right.
Cynthia,
have a great weekend, Art.
Thank you, love. Appreciate it. And
all right,
we're going to bye-bye now. We're going to take a break, and Audrey and Sue will get to you right after we return after these notes.
Your local Zematic dealer works hard to give you every advantage when it comes to your irrigation operations. This year, we're giving you a head start in preparing for the upcoming season by letting you choose between and deep per tower discounts on a new Zematic pivot. The earlier you act, the better your deal will be. Better deals, better equipment, better season. Better contact your local Zematic dealer today to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
I love working on my cars, but I wish I had more space for my shop.
Give General Steel a call. In business for over 30 years and with over 5,000 five-star customer reviews, General Steel can help with projects ranging from RV storage and garages to churches, workshops, and even major construction for Fortune 500 companies. And all General Steel custom buildings are backed by our 50-year warranty.
But that's got to cost a fortune.
Actually, General Steel buildings are more affordable than other building options. Efficient construction, you can go from dreaming it to enjoying it in no time.
I need to give the General a call. How do I get more information?
Call 866-96-STEEL or visit mygeneralsteel.com to find out what General Steel can do for your home or business. That's 866-96-STEEL. Our team will answer your questions and offer you a customized quote. Just call 866-967-8335 now or mygeneralsteel.com.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender. 01-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-66. Advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Hi, this is Mike Avery, and here's what's coming up this week on Outdoor Magazine. First, Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters. Then Larry Verbowski from Suspension Max, plus Jason Garvin of the Michigan Wildlife Council. In hour number 2, it's Jake Romanak talking about wolf hunting in Ontario, then Nick Green of MUCC. And in our Valentine of Teaching Fishing. Listen Saturday mornings at 6 and Sundays at 9 on WSGW.
All right, we're back with you. Back to our phones on this Good News Day. Audrey is in Saginaw. Audrey, good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Art. Nice to talk to you. My sincere condolences.
Thank you.
I've been a fan of yours for all these years. I keep track of your birthdays, you and Linda's birthdays, and your anniversaries, and how old you are. I've done that, and I have been blessed with the most incredible life that any woman could have. My son is very devoted and wonderful. He married a beautiful woman who is also devoted, and they gave me 2 grandchildren that were most incredible human beings, and granddaughter. My grandson and his fantastic wife delivered twins.
Ooh.
On 15th.
So now you have great.
Now I'm a great 91-year-old granny.
All right.
And my babies are still in ICU, the NICU, but they're doing beautifully. Everybody is doing beautifully, and I hope to see them probably within the next 6 weeks or so.
Fantastic.
Oh, it is fantastic. The joy and I'm just on cloud 9.
I imagine.
Oh, it is wonderful. They've got these phones that take pictures, and then they send them on my computer, and then I print them out, and then I can look at these babies all day long. It's absolutely wonderful.
In modern times, there are some advantages to all this tech we live with. Yeah,
phones are the most incredible thing that they have out there right now.
Yeah.
And I want to wish you well.
Thank you.
And good luck in your future.
I appreciate it, Audrey. You too. Enjoy the little ones. Bye-bye.
Oh, God, I will.
You will.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye now. And let's go down to Birch Run and talk to Sue. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning. Condolences to you.
Thank you.
My husband passed away a few years ago, and we ended up being with the gift of life. Even though he was not in the hospital, he could not donate major organs, but different things of bone, muscle tissue, so forth, like that. Mm-hmm. He had helped 55 people with just that.
Wow.
The gift of life is beautiful. They had a luncheon banquet for everybody that year that had lost a person and had donated. And we got to meet some of these people that had received different things, not from him, but from, the gift of life.
But he lives on.
It was just fantastic.
Yeah, he lives on. It's true. It's excellent.
So
very good.
We just like to, alert people to the gift of life is available. Just put it on the back of your driver's license. Right. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Right. Excellent. Very good.
Thank you. And
thank you, Sue.
I have that song, Because He Lives, I Can Face Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I see what people, he might have helped.
Very good. Excellent.
So you have a good day.
You too, Sue. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Bye.
And we'll talk to Kim in Bay City. Kim, good morning.
Good morning, Art.
Good morning.
My sincere condolences for the loss of your beloved wife.
I appreciate it.
So hard for us, but I know she had faith in Jesus, and I know she's up there in heaven, and all is good. So
telling him what to do.
That.
They're telling him what to do. I'm sure of it.
Well, I am blessed to have
a beautiful family, healthy family. They're all close to town, 4 kids and a couple of grandkids, and lots to be thankful for. But sharing a couple of miracles that have happened just even since this fall. So, one, my husband has gone through some chemo, and one of the treatments they gave him was, like, he got 3 different things, and one was called the Red Devil. And they said they call it that. I said, you shouldn't even call it that, because automatically that's going to freak people out.
Yep.
But before, I stopped the nurse and asked her if she would pray with us and asked Jesus to please help the treatments to be successful and to prevent my husband from suffering any of the negative side effects of these drugs. And he did not get sick at all.
Fantastic.
So you can imagine, we prayed that prayer every single time before each of the 6 treatments. And other than thinning hair, like, you would never know, the guy gets up, works all day.
Excellent.
He's been perfectly normal. So that's,
you got things to be thankful for.
And another one, a very good friend of mine, she had cancer. She was doing well, and then developed leukemia from her chemo. So they told her it would take like about a year down in Ann Arbor. They could get her better, and she was in from April through August last year. She developed like a fungal infection, and they did surgery, but they sent her home on hospice to die. So sometime August, early September, they told the families, the hospice people, that she had days to live, that she was
got about 20 seconds.
To the end.
Okay. And what happened?
Thousands of people praying for her. She comes over every week and we crochet. God answered those prayers. She was discharged from hospice on the 24th, and thanking God for continuing to bless people with miracles in this world.
We're going to end with those miracles, because I've got to go because I'm out of time. But thank you very much, Kim.
Okay,
Appreciate
take
it.
care.
Take care.
All right,
Bye-bye
bye-bye.
now.
You too. Bye-bye.
And we'll be back to close out.
Cool in the Gang, March 18th at Soaring Eagle Tickets start at $40 and are on sale now at the Soaring Eagle box office and e6.com. Bring in the party. Get down on Cool in the Gang, March 18th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Party hard, throw down harder. More at SoaringEagleCasino.com.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to one of our firm's Detroit area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Offices in Troy and Ann Arbor. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to 8,000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Art Lewis Show. We'll be back with more on Monday. Meantime, stick around for Focus. We're going to look at Rocket Crab Plus and see what's in the store. News first from CBS, the local report with Michael Perchep. And we'll talk to you right after the news.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW. City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kafin. The district attorney in Memphis is concerned about what might happen after tonight's release of police video detailing the violent arrest 3 days before the death of Tyree Nichols.
When people actually see with their own eyes the kinds of things that occurred in this incident, there's an even greater potential, I think, for a very serious public reaction.
DA Steve Mulroy has charged the 5 former officers who were involved with second-degree murder.
Justice for Tyree signs are all over Memphis. People here are grieving, but they're also angry, and many don't trust the police.
People are literally violently murdered in the city of Memphis, and the city answers back by adding more police officers. Not this time. Right.
Not this time.
We're not going to take it over.
One fear is to a boiling point. Tennessee Department of Investigations Director David Roush has seen it.
And I'm grieved. Frankly, I'm shocked. I'm sickened by what I saw.
Nichols' mother is calling for peaceful protests. Chris Fox for CBS News, Memphis.
There's a new government report out today on consumer spending last month. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
Households spent a little bit less in December, though income held up, and that meant that the savings rate increased. The most important aspect of this report is a measure of inflation. That is called the PCE index, and there has been some improvement.
That indicated prices in December were 5% higher than a year ago. That's lower than previous months. The White House says former COVID chief Jeff Zients will be President Biden's next chief of staff. A new bill in Arizona would charge fentanyl dealers with first-degree murder if they are linked to overdose deaths. Lindsay Taylor is a state resident whose son died 2 years ago, just before his high school graduation.
You know that you're dealing death when you're dealing fentanyl. So I think when it comes to this, specifically this drug, it absolutely needs harsh punishment.
The U.S. says a top ISIS figure was killed overseas with 10 other terrorists. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The U.S. raid killed Bilal al-Sudani. U.S. officials say troops descended on a cave complex in the mountains of northern Somalia to capture him, but there was resistance, and he and 10 others were killed. He was believed responsible for helping to fund ISIS operations around the world, including in Afghanistan. The operation to capture him was months in the planning.
Jay Leno tells a Las Vegas newspaper he broke his collarbone, 2 ribs, and his kneecaps in a motorcycle accident last week. 2 months ago, he was injured in a fire. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 65 points. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
At Wildfire Credit Union, our team will tell you that everything we do is for our members, because it's about you, always.
One of my Wildfire coworkers contacted me after 5 p.m. one day. She was working with a member in a rush to meet with the seller of a vehicle she wanted to purchase. I double-checked her loan application right then. I emailed it out to her while she was on her way to the branch so that she could sign electronically. We had her check ready for her when she arrived by 6 p.m. Teamwork makes the dream work. For our member, the dream was finding a car, applying for a loan, and buying it in one day. And the Wildfire team made it work.
Saving members money, providing personalized service, going the extra mile. That's Wildfire Credit Union. Find out for yourself. Call, click, or come by any Wildfire location to experience banking the way it's supposed to be, where it's about you, always. Wildfire Credit Union. Distinctively better. Member NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Let's face it, credit cards are pretty much a necessity.
Any tires for the car? Here's my card.
I order takeout, here's my card. And most of us just accept the high interest rates credit cards charge as a necessary evil.
What are you going to do?
Get a low fixed-rate credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream from $5,000 to $100,000 and pay off those credit card balances. Apply online, and you could get your money as soon as the day you apply. The average credit card company charges over 19% APR. But with Lightstream, you can get a fixed rate as low as 7.99% APR with AutoPay and Exxon Credit.
Now I can pay off my high-interest credit cards and save money at a much lower rate.
Apply today at lightstream.com/radio and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/radio. lightstream.com/radio.
Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 7.99% APR to 21.49% APR. Includes 0.8% auto pay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply. And offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/radio for more information. Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom. This is WSGW News.
Mostly cloudy skies and 20 degrees at 11:05. Good morning, I'm Mike Perchak. Governor Gretchen Whitmer was in Saginaw today to discuss the first 2 weeks of the new Michigan legislature. During her speech, Whitmer outlined recent achievements as well as plans for the new Democrat-led state government. She praised the recently passed increase of Michigan's earned income tax credit to 30%, a piece of legislation sponsored by State Senator Kristen McDonald-Rivette.
Half the kids in our state live in a household with a parent who's working full-time and isn't able to take care of the fundamentals. That's who's going to benefit from the senator's work. And it's so exciting. 700,000 families will get over $3,000 apiece.
Governor Whitmer spoke on plans to repeal the retirement tax and provide universal access to 4-year-old preschool. She also highlighted recent investments by manufacturers in Michigan and outlined plans to provide 2 years of tuition-free education to students aged 21 and older. 3 Hemlock Public School administrators written a book with the help of artificial intelligence. Superintendent Don Killingbeck, Principal Joshua Chase, and Director of Innovation Technology and Media Services Alex Haltom wrote 43 ways to be less lame as an educator. They used ChatGPT, a free-to-use website which uses AI to generate answers to users' questions. Killingbeck said when asked how to be better educators, the computer answered with advice about being more human, since education is about relationships. The team says that more AI-enhanced books are on the way, and that as educators, it's their job to show students how to use technology ethically and effectively. WS News Time, 11:07.
Your local Zematic dealer works hard to give you every advantage when it comes to your irrigation operations. This year, we're giving you a head start in preparing for the upcoming season by letting you choose between industry-leading interest rates and deep per-tower discounts on a new Zematic pivot. The earlier you act, the better your deal will be. Better deals, better equipment, better season. Better contact your local Zematic dealer today to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
RocketGrabPlus.com. Why would you pay full price when you know money at RocketGrabPlus.com? Check out our deals going on right now from Applied Training Solutions, 3rd Gen Tire and Service Center, Style Encore, Salon Blue, the Frankenmuth Aerial Park, and 120 Fitness. Half off? You bet. And that's all at RocketGrabPlus.com. RocketGrabPlus.com.
WSGW News Time, 11:08. The weather forecast is coming up next. A prosecutor has asked a judge to not dismiss a second-degree murder charge against a former Grand Rapids police officer accused of shooting a black motorist in the back of the head during. Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker filed court papers this week opposing a bid by an attorney for former officer Christopher Schur to dismiss the charge in the shooting death of Patrick Leoya last April. Becker said in court documents filed Tuesday the district court did not abuse its discretion in finding probable cause to bind Schur over on the charge. A Michigan man is expecting to appear in court today after several sexual assault allegations. Here's Michigan News Network's Brooke Allen.
And live reports that Arisk Knight Winfrey of East Lansing is accused of kidnapping and sexual exploitation of a child. And an Italian woman reported Winfrey, who initially hired her as an au pair online with the promise of payment and shelter. When the woman arrived in the U.S. and at Winfrey's house, he allegedly handcuffed and sexually assaulted her before letting her go. The report states that another woman has also filed a similar report, and in a separate incident, Winfrey is accused of producing child pornography and cocaine trafficking.
A Washtenaw County man is serving a 60-day jail sentence in Marquette County in a case of hunter harassment. 23-year-old Thomas Steele of Chelsea was sentenced after pleading guilty to intentionally sabotaging a hunter's tree stand. Steele must also reimburse the victim's medical sustained in a fall from the tree stand. He's been ordered on 1 year of probation. His hunting privileges were revoked for an undetermined amount of time. A trail camera image shows Steele cutting straps to a tree stand on state hunting land in Marquette County. The hunter sustained injuries to his ankle and back when he stepped on the stand, and it fell 15 to 20 feet to the ground. WSGW News Time, 11:10. I'm Mike Percha.
Here's your WSGW weatherology forecast. We'll see a few scattered snow showers possible late today, otherwise cloudy skies with a high in the mid-30s. Breezy southwest winds increase per hour, gusting as high as 35. Tonight, a chance for snow showers, cloudy skies, a low near 23. Saturday, a chance for snow lake, cloudy high of 29 degrees. Then by Sunday, cloudy high of 28. Monday, cloudy high around 22 degrees. Then by Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high of 18. Wednesday, cloudy skies, a high around 23. Then Thursday, cloudy, high of 19. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki with the WSGW weatherology forecast. Currently, it's 24.
Now, it's time to focus as WSGW presents the people, the places, the culture, the area events and activities, all put into focus on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com. Focus is presented by RoofMax. That's RoofMax with 2 X's.
Well, indeed, this program is brought to you by RoofMax, the safe, proven, easy, and affordable alternative to asphalt shingle roof replacement. Find out more online at getroofmax.com or call Ben at 989-859-6751. RoofMax with 2 X's. And today on Focus, we are going to focus on rocketgrabplus.com. If you are not a member of rocketgrabplus.com, I urge you to become a member. It costs you nothing. The only time you spend any money is if you buy one of the items offered to you on rocketgrabplus.com, and it's always 50% off or more sometimes. And we're going to go through some of the things you will find in the Rocket Grab Plus store, but every week there is a new Rocket Grab offer. And be the first to know by signing up, rocketgrabplus.com, and just fill out the registration. Again, costs you nothing. You don't ever have to buy anything if you don't want. It's that simple. So let me give you an idea of some of the diversity of items that we have on. Like right now is a half-off CPL class from Applied Training Solutions. It is normally $150, but now you can get your CPL training for $75. And it all happens inside the Midland Mall, except for 1 hour where you go out on a range. The CPL class, of course, is necessary for anyone looking for the proper certification to apply for a concealed pistol license in the state of Michigan. And you must be 21 or older to get a CPL. But again, your training, half price, normally $150, only $75 right now at rocketgrabplus.com. Next up, we have a $25 gift certificate to Super Cute for only $12.50. And you may be asking, well, what is Super Cute? Well, Super Cute in Freeland is a place where you will find your perfect Valentine's Day gift. Super Cute is a home decor and gift shop in Freeland. The store features trendy clothing, holiday decor, giftable items, and lots more. And this gift certificate is good for the entire year. It's a $25 gift certificate, yours for only $12.50, half price. You like to keep your nails in good shape? I'm sure you do. Well, here is a gel manicure and a Salon Blue gel pedicure, a $120 value for only $60. And no walk-ins available. You have to book an appointment once you buy the certificate. Salon Blue is a full salon, spa, and boutique in Mount Pleasant. You'll leave happy and feeling like new. They have a talented and well-trained team. And whether you are a distinguished connoisseur or anything in between, they have dedicated professionals ready to help. All of the service providers are fully licensed through the state of Michigan. Salon Blue, again, a gel manicure and a Salon Blue pedicure, $120 value, yours for only $60. And while we're there at Salon Blue, here is a shampoo, cut, and deep condition, and it's an $80 value. It is yours for only $40 at Salon Blue. Next up, one of the more popular things in sports today is axe throwing. Here is a family fun deal for you from Daylight Outfitters. It's a $90 value for $45. It's a half hour of axe throwing and a half hour of virtual archery at Daylight Outfitters. It's a family fun deal. Daylight Outfitters is a local archery pro shop and axe throwing venue. Daylight Outfitters has been open since September of 2020. It's a small shop. They're constantly trying to get more diversified product lines. They have a knowledgeable staff with all the products they carry and sell, with a special emphasis on customer service. The axe throwing minimum age, by the way, is 10 years old. Closed-toed shoes are required for axe throwing, and no minimum age for the archery, though. And again, it's a family fun deal, a half hour of axe throwing and a half hour of virtual archery at Daylight Outfitters, a $90 value for only $45. There is a good deal to have fun with your family. And here is bubble tea, half off, a family 4-pack of 24-ounce bubble teas from Bubble Tea Brew House. It's $24 value. It's yours for only $12. Bubble Tea Brew House is at 4370 Bay Road in Saginaw. Bubble Tea Brew House has hundreds of flavor combinations. You pick it, you get it, from fruit flavors, lemonades, coffees, Sprite, club soda, and more. Half off a family 4-pack of 24-ounce bubble teas, $24 value, yours for only $12. We're going to take a break, come back, and we'll have more items for you inside the Rocket Grab Plus store.
Your local Zematic dealer works hard to give you every advantage when it comes to your irrigation operations. This year, we're giving you a head start in preparing for the upcoming season by letting you choose between industry-leading interest rates and deep per-tower discounts on a new Zematic pivot. The earlier you act, the better your deal will be. Better deals, better equipment, better season. Better contact your local Zematic dealer today to learn more. Terms and conditions apply. See your local dealer or visit lindsay.com/spring sale for full details.
God, I'm so stressed. It's a brand new year and our business is busier than ever. Ooma. Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 35 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Starts at $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
The toilet sneeze. Every flush spews bacteria onto surfaces that little Bobby touches and then spreads to the light switch and everywhere else in the house. Yuck. So Dad uses Microban 24 to help stop the spread. It's the long-lasting shield that keeps killing 99.9% of bacteria on surfaces for up to 24 hours. Be confident you're protecting your family with Microban 24. Don't just sanitize it, Microban it.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Your WSGW morning team.
The WSW Online polled about fireworks in Michigan. There is a proposal in the Michigan Senate to allow communities to tighten fireworks laws. Independence Day fireworks, specifically. June 29th through July 4th to just July 3rd and 4th. And on Memorial Day, there could be end times, reducing fireworks allowed until 11:45 to just 11 o'clock. And the proposal would double fines for violators.
We have neighbors that think that fireworks go all the way from Memorial Day through
Labor Day.
the week after Labor Day.
So the poll question we offer is to use this. Would you support allowing communities to reduce some of the current fireworks regulations? It's a yes. It's a no. I'm not sure.
I think I know how Denise is going to vote on this one.
Especially with our neighbors. Oh my gosh.
You head online to WSW.com, you scroll down the homepage and find the online poll box and make your vote that way.
Charlie, Denise, and Pat, your morning team, 5:30 to 9 on WSGW. You are with WSGW in the premier kitchen and bath gallery showroom and design center studios.
All right, we're back with you on Focus, where we're focusing on Rocket Grab Plus. And back to the store. Let's see what else we have here. Well, let's take care of your car. And we can do that with a $100 gift certificate for only $50 to Third Gen Tire and Service Center for a full synthetic oil change, plus free standard wiper blades and more. At Third Generation, they are a European auto specialist. The deal includes the oil change up to 5 quarts, the free pair of wiper blades, a 35-point inspection, complete lube, filter, and all fluids topped off. Third Generation of quality service at Third Gen Tire and Service Center, over 80 years of combined experience. They are ASE certified, they are Repair Pal certified, and Auto Value preferred partner. And they have been around for quite some time. Again, a $100 value for only $50 to take care of your car from Third Gen Tire and Service Center. It's not open yet, but the time is going to come when the Frankenmuth Aerial Park opens up. And here is a $42 certificate for only $21 for an adventure at Frankenmuth Aerial Park for one person, a 2-hour session. Frankenmuth Aerial Park wants to welcome you to the trees. And this session, depending on the climber and the trails chosen, can generally complete 2 to 4 trails during this 2-hour session. It includes a combination of rope courses and zip lines, and it's all for family entertainment. Participants fly through the air, swing through the trees, and challenge themselves on an aerial obstacle course. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, there is a course for you. And this single admission to the park includes a 2-hour weekday or weekend session. And you can check their website out for details on when the season opens. But the certificate is good through October 15th of this year, so you don't have to rush. But again, it's a $42 certificate for only $21 at Frankenmuth Aerial Park. Here is a certificate to one of my late wife's favorite places, Style Encore on Tittabawassee Road. This is a $40 gift certificate for $20. Style Encore buys and sells gently used women's and casual and business clothing, shoes, handbags, and accessories. They have all the hottest name brands at up to 90% off the regular retail price. Style Encore, a $40 gift certificate for only $20. How's that furnace running? Well, here is half off a furnace tune-up from All Seasons Heating and Cooling. It's a $120 value for only $60. And you need to live in the Saginaw and general area of Saginaw County and Bay City in order to take advantage of it. And I think Midland too. And again, it is a $120 certificate for $60. And it's for furnace maintenance and tune-up. There you go, boy. That's a good deal. Keeps those furnaces running efficiently. And here is a body contouring treatment for eliminating cellulite from Blossom Spa and Boutique. This is a $425 value for only $212.50. It includes 6 treatments, body contouring treatments at Blossoms. Wow. And it's good right up through December 7th of this year. $425 value for $212.50. Westside Decorating Center, one of my favorite places and the sponsor of the Art Lewis Show. A $100 gift certificate for only $50 to Westside Decorating Center, the place where you will find everything you need for home decorating in their newly expanded showroom and a knowledgeable staff. And that is something that is very, very important. And lastly, half off carpet cleaning for up to 850 square feet from Patriot Carpet Cleaning. This is a $300 value for $150. You're going to find this all at rocketgrabplus.com, where you go to save yourself a lot of money on some wonderful products. We'll take a break, come back, we'll find out what's happening in the marketplace with Baird & Company.
Hi, I'm Tom Kreitler, host of the Money Pit Home Improvement Show. If you think you need a new roof, think replace